I've had a particularly long shift today. Usually I don't work more than 5-6 hours. Today I worked for 7. So it's very rare that I do that, but sometimes the hours just fall wherever they fall, and today was just a 7-hour day. It wasn't bad. It's just a slightly different way of organizing myself there, but I hung in there and everything was good. So yes, that was today. So very fascinating news. Thank you so much for subscribing there as my very first subscriber on the new gaming channel, Amir Bilal, who used to be my 100th subscriber on this channel, and he's also my first subscriber on the new game channel. So fantastic news. So yes, Christina was the second. Thank you also for subscribing there, Christina. I find that very nice how it's taken off, the very small beginnings of maybe a nice interesting project. Maybe it's going to be one of those that in 6 months time we're not going to talk about anymore. We never know. But yes, thank you so much for doing that. That's much appreciated. Christina, of course, was the first subscriber on my other German speaking channel. There's another project I have in case I ever say something in German, then there's a German speaking channel there, and it's not doing much at the moment. It's just there in case I do make a German tutorial. I think one I've made on the GoPro adapter. Others may be following. So there we go. It's nice because I've transferred most of the footage now to that channel from Twitch to that new gaming channel, and all I need to do is now copy and paste the thumbnails. I think just upload the thumbnails and put these things live. I don't know if I'm going to do that all at once, or if I need to do that, if I should schedule that. I don't know. Let me know what you think, if you want to just have everything there from day one and then just add to it as we go on, or if I should schedule it. Scheduling is slightly more work. Maybe I'll just put everything live. Let me know what you think. It's perfect timing too, because I've just spoken to my colleague Carlos from Cuba, and yesterday evening Julia and I did a little test in which we both played Fortnite together. It's a fascinating story. So Julia really likes Fortnite, and she's been playing it since the beginning of the year. I think I never really got into it, and it's a popular phenomenon right now, Fortnite. It's a beautifully designed world done with the Unreal Engine, of course. It's a free game from Epic, but you can buy something called a Battle Pass, and that unlocks other stuff and outfits and all that. So because Julia likes it, as a joke, I gave her that Battle Pass, and it was so funny because you send the gift, and she was playing at the time, and after you play, you then get this message that you've received a gift, and it just so happened that she became #1 on one of the matches there. So she was the last standing survivor out of 100 people who were playing, and it's just so funny because she was #1, and it almost looked like as a reward for that, she had unlocked the Battle Pass. So that was a very funny thing, and I've encouraged her to start streaming from the PlayStation directly onto a Twitch channel just to keep the footage, and that's fun. So yes, but so she's doing that. She's got her own Twitch channel. It's very cool, Julia V1. You can have a look at that if you like, and subscribe and support her, and see whenever Julia's playing Fortnite on her days off. It's very funny. But another thing that is also interesting to me about Fortnite is I suck at it. I don't know what I'm doing, and I like watching Julia, but I don't. I'm not that much into it myself. But I did install it on the PC, and phenomenally, you can play with one another no matter what platform you're on. So that used to be a little bit difficult, that only PlayStation players could see one another, and only PC players and only Xbox players can see one another. That's not the case anymore. They've changed it so that all players can see one another. So it's very fascinating that Julia on the PlayStation and I on the PC, we can be in the same game and essentially interact with one another in real time, and that is a fascinating experience. So to take that a step further, then I thought, well, since Julia can stream directly from the PlayStation or from a second PC, I stream from my PC, and we're both in the same game, so we can do all kinds of exciting things, that we can both stream at the same time and we can both be in the same game. I can do split screen things, so it could be a very interesting, very funny way of just, you know, delivering entertainment, for better or worse phrase. And I think I want to try more of that, because it's just such a funny, it's just such a fun way of doing it. So we tried it as a test last night, and it just so happened that my colleague Carlos from the supermarket, he caught it, and he told me this morning, "My God, you suck at Fortnite." And I said, "Oh my God, you watched it? That's amazing." So yes, that's something I'd like to explore more of, and that's where that game channel really comes in handy. But as I say, I'm not going to change the way I do live streaming, because my main channel is monetized, and that gives us an option to potentially make money with this through donations. So yes, I'll leave that up, but be prepared for several more Fortnite tests coming up that Julia and I play as a duo. So we're in the same team, and it's then us against other duos. We'll see how we expand that. Still trying to get Julia to get a microphone. She doesn't want that. It's such a shame. It would be so exciting. So yes, tell Julia she needs to agree to that microphone.